Welcome to join the conversation, and I'm excited for today. It has been a while, it has been a few days without doing this, but this is the opportunity to impact lives. So, what is Join the Conversation? It's where women from all walks of life join me and to share and inspire others with their stories. At times, sometimes you might find that someone doesn't have the opportunity to go to an event. So, this is your event. So, do join us and engaged. And if you're listening to this as a recording, type replay and tell us what did you learn. This is so we like to hear that so that we can also continue to learn because we might have said something and you put it much better than us. So we are live on LinkedIn, on YouTube, and Facebook. So do tag your friends and also say hello to my guest so that she doesn't speak by herself. And welcome her. So if you're just tuning in and joining us, just say hello. We can't wait to have a conversation with you. So coming back to my guest, before my guest, who am I? I'm 𝗖cie h𝗃𝗶𝗀𝗁. I'm a master transformation coach, also an NLP practitioner, and also a metallurgical engineer. So I have got so many hats. I'll just say only those. But coming to today's discussion, I'd like to welcome my wonderful guest, that is Nonhle Ngubane. Nonhle, welcome to join the conversation, and I'm excited you're part of this. Tell us, who are you? What do you do?
My greetings first to you, Mashudu. Thank you so much for having me today. It is an honor. I think I must say it is the first um, podcast live conversation, and I'm so excited to be here. My name is Nonhle Ngubane, the founder of Fortunate Organization. It is a South African social impact organization dedicated in improving or advancing mental health, wellness, workplace well-being, leadership development, and community empowerment.
Thank you so much for that introduction. But there's something that you didn't tell us as well, that you're a coach.
Yes. Um, okay, maybe I'm not gonna dwell much on that, but I'll just dwell on the overall of who Nonhle is. Right. I often say I didn't wake up one day with the dream of starting a non-profit organization. It happened differently. Beyond the titles, I am a daughter, I am a leader of these entities that I'm currently leading. And Nonhle is a young leader. I'm a young leader who grew up in a warm family that was taught the importance of hard work, compassion, and showing kindness. So I grew up with those values, and as I started working with people, I think I'm diving deep into my juice. I think
It's
I'm
okay.
diving deep into my juice. Um, but yes, maybe to answer everything, Nonhle is a wellness coach. Nonhle is a guest lecturer, a farmer, an award-winning social entrepreneur. Um, yeah.
We're going to clock it. Congratulations.
Clock it for
Congratulations.
me, guys. Thank you so much.
I love that. And to those who are listening, I know we've had other speakers, and what I love is everyone who's coming through here, they've got their own uniqueness. They're doing amazing stuff. Now we've got a farmer, we've got someone who runs their own organization. So you can just see, to young people, I trust you are inspired, and to parents, if you are listening to this, ensure that your kids do listen to this. It will be on our YouTube, on my YouTube account, and also you can play so that they're inspired, because at times you just need someone to inspire you. There's so much that is happening, then you can see
Very true.
it. So you I'm gonna delve into you being an entrepreneur, being a recognized. How did that feel when you were called on that stage? How did that feel?
Um, okay, maybe if I can take you back on my background, I didn't start as a leader. I was led first before I was leading people. Um, After varsity, I went to corporate for not more than 6 months and then I resigned because I always had the thing of being a businesswoman, a social entrepreneur. Also, just to put it on, um, I grew up in a family, no, in a business household. So I think I've always carried the business mindset with me. Um, so I resigned, fast forward, resigned, then started my farming. Within the space of a year, my farming was well recognized because that's when we started even receiving awards. It was through my farm because we took a different route of which was, doing organic and also something that wasn't also on a market, especially for us as Black people. We were supplying organic watermelons and it just took us skyrockets, because people were so amazed at this young girl who's doing something that is not really done by a lot of us white farmers. Um, and to be quite honest, I didn't even think it will lead into being recognized as an outstanding entrepreneur. Um, but when I was called on that stage to get that award, and um, I was really I don't know the word, but it was very unexpected. But also, I just want to also put it out there that being called out there, it wasn't because of my hard work alone, but especially in the farming journey, I've had people serving as catalyst in my journey. Um, for instance, SMG has played a very big role in my life in farming and the agricultural space because when I started, I had not known of many skills in the departments as I've never really studied agriculture or farming. So I studied as I was growing in my business, but they played a huge role in my upbringing, especially as an entrepreneur and also a social entrepreneur.
That's wonderful. So my follow-up question is, what have been challenges? What are the challenges that you have experienced as a young entrepreneur in farming? And to someone who's following your path, what would you say to them? How can you encourage them?
Um, my I would say farming is not easy. Farming is, I'm just going to talk basically on the farming side, or being an entrepreneur. It's not easy, especially being young in most rooms. Sometimes when you enter those rooms and sometimes the youngest, they tend to ask themselves, do you really know what you're doing? Are you here by chance? Um, People, especially people with experience, they tend to really not give us attention if you are new in the business. But one thing I can encourage someone, especially that is starting something, I always say this. I didn't wait to have it all to start. I always tell people to utilize what you have. And one thing that really got me where I am was to maximize every opportunity. One could ask, yes, SNG in the picture, but one thing I did was to really maximize an opportunity when I met such incredible people at once in my life. And this is the most important thing: maximize the opportunity, utilize what you have. Don't wait for that perfect time. Just do it. Though you will never be ready to do something, but just do it.
Just do it. I trust you heard that. To those who are upcoming, it's not only young people, because at the moment we need to grow our food and also help. And when you're an entrepreneur, it's something that is quite magical as much as it's something that is challenging as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Yeah. So, in terms of join the conversation, what is the key message that you like to share to anyone who's listening, who might listen to this as a replay? What is it? What is a key message from you?
The lesson that I have, the lesson that has moved me in the couple of months is, don't become so focused on where you are going that you forget how far you've come. For the longest of time, I myself had struggled with taking a pause to applaud myself or to applaud myself. So that on its own, it makes us feel as if like we haven't done enough.
Mm.
So I took it upon myself to, I need to give myself, I took it upon myself to celebrate my progress. I took it upon myself to celebrate and not wait for that big moment. Because if I could wait for that big moment, then I might spend my whole life thinking I haven't done anything. So I changed that narrative. I now get to celebrate myself. I now get to celebrate even the thought of beginning, starting again. You know, that takes courage. And you need to celebrate that because you were courageous enough to think, okay, I need to begin, you know. So I get to even celebrate my failures now, celebrate even those small wins that nobody applauds, you know, celebrate. So to every woman listening, wherever, could be on LinkedIn, your socials, everywhere, I want you to I just want to tell you this. Don't let social media convince you that you are behind. You are exactly on time for your life. Some people are building their lives, building their careers, my apologies. We back? We back.
Yes, we're back.
Okay. Some people are building their lives, building their careers, families, and some are even rebuilding themselves. So all these journeys, are we still there? I think my network is a bit.
I can hear you. You're still
Okay,
perfect.
okay, we're good now. Okay. So, as I was saying, that everyone is building. Some people are building careers, families, themselves, and rebuilding their lives. All these journeys are valuable. So, run at your own pace, keep planting that seed, keep showing up for yourself. And that's the best investment you will ever do for yourself.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So run at your own pace. So
Yeah.
you you have shared this nuggets Why are they so important to you? Why did you have to come and share? Because we're always looking for the diamond. Why is it so pertinent to you?
Um, I would say, okay. So the important is, okay, maybe if we could go back to when I was introducing myself. Um, it's the experiences that one had to go through. Um, so my dad normally says this. This is his favorite quote. Today's wins are not tomorrow's wins. This is what my dad will always quote. Um, but as I grew up, I don't know, my young self, I got to interpret this differently. Maybe it contributed on how I was not applauding myself or giving myself a time to pause and say, oh, we did that. Because I thought maybe he meant, no, just keep pushing, don't stop, keep pushing. So as I grew older, I then saw that no, actually this is not what it meant. But what he was trying to say is, yes, you have done well today, but let's not dwell on that. Let's try to, you know, focus and um, achieve the next thing. So that also helped me in it really did help me at how I also lead my organization, the Fortunate Organization today. From every initiative, it's from every initiative, we always have to create, or what we do as an organization, the goal is the same, is to make a meaningful space where people are feeling seen, supported, informed, and empowered.
I love that. And I like how this conversation is moving. And I like us to talk more about what you do. And I know there are upcoming events and there are successful ones, which you've already had this year, as much as we are in the seventh month. So, would you tell us more about what is coming? And also, if you need also help, because I know your organization always needs also opportunities.
Yes. So we have exciting initiatives coming up. Um, on the 29th of March, no, 29th of July, sorry, we will be hosting our season 2 of our Wellness Reset webinar with our lovely coach, Mashudu, over here. Um, please do check us out on our social medias. The posters are out. You scan on the QR code on the poster to RSVP. It's free. It is going to be a very short wellness reset to to refresh, reclaim your well-being. You click on that RSVP, um, and then yeah, you click on that RSVP, reserve your seats, and then you're good to go. And we're also gonna be having our third annual mental health and wellness seminar scheduled for the 9th of October 2026, of which it is going to be a Friday in Richards Bay. That is our flagship event as an organization. It is going to be a full day CPD accredited. So please also be on the lookout for the posters and more details regarding that event. But as an organization, we do host regional summits. Don't worry if you're not in Richards Bay, we do come to Balito. Like I said, we also host regional summits like the Executive Mental Health and Wellness Seminar in Richards Bay, then Balito Mental Health Seminar. And now we are expanding also to Joburg, where we'll also be having the Joburg Mental Health and Wellness Seminar. So don't worry if you're not in Richards Bay, we will accommodate you. So just be on the lookout for all of that. Keep in touch with us on our social media pages. Drop us an email if you want to be a partner or if you want to be part of any initiatives that we do. All our informations are on our social media platforms. Yes.
I love that. I love that. I attended the one last year, which was the second. So I learned a lot. And I was also part of the speakers. It was an
This
honor.
yes.
So one might say, why mental health? Why is it so important to you?
Um. Okay. So audience normally expect a dramatic story from speakers. Uh, Today it's gonna be different. It's gonna be different because I did touch on that I grew up in a warm family, taught the importance of hard work and um, showing up for others, right? So I grew up with those values, and maybe that's why I also started being independent at a very young age. Um, so mental health, I'm a very observant person, right? Um, how it all started, I'll just I'll mention one of the stories of why it led into the building or the birth of the organization. Young girls would come to the office requesting for help, especially for basic sanitary necessities. Um, to me, it was more than just product, but it was dignity that I looked in. And it made me to realize that sometimes people don't need grand gestures, but all they need is someone who listens and respond. So with all that was happening, it really challenged me because I I am coming from an upbringing where I didn't have to worry about these things. So it really gave me a challenge that, oh, so this is how people live outside. And I'm sure there's a way I can probably make a difference and try to bridge in that gap. Um, so with that thought, or maybe that challenge or having those thoughts, it then began the building of the Fortunate organization. So the organization was, it all started as a, I will say, really, it really started as a desire to make a difference. And now we have grown into an organization that creates safe space and platforms for people to have conversations around mental health, wellness, and personal development. So that's how it all came about. You know, being observant, seeing that people are really not okay. And also, as a country, we were coming back from COVID, and I saw how COVID changed families. I saw how COVID changed most businesses. Even till date, we still have people who haven't recovered from COVID. And I saw how it really affected the people, and they now have limited resources to even reach out to people like Coach Mashudu, people like your psychiatrist, your psychologist, you know. Um, so it really gave me a big challenge to, at least how about I then create a platform where I bring all these professions, from your psychiatrist, psychologist, financial advisors, attorneys, entrepreneurs, and gather them in one place, one roof. Um, because I was very broad with that, because I understood that my target audience is not only your health professions, but your entrepreneurs will come and they will find their fellow entrepreneurs who are going to uh, be of assistance in terms of wisdom. Is also a resource. It's another big form of resource that can be shared in cultivating someone's um yeah. So that's how it all came about. And yeah.
I love the fact that you say wisdom is a resource. And as you're talking, I was just thinking of how your business and you have evolved as a person from corporate to farming, being there, being challenged, seeing, and also looking at the wellness. And the wellness is not only about farming, it's also looking holistically at a person. So well done
Yeah,
on that. Well done on that.
thank
And
you
it's
so much.
important and it's important that we take care of ourselves. So, is there what is the other? I'll say the message that might be, because I know when I ask questions, there might be something triggering, and you say, "Ah, I should have said that." Is there anything that you said I should have said that?
um I think for now we have said a mouthful, and I think we've said what I believe our audience should have heard from the join the conversation today. But if there's anything, they are more than welcome to drop their thoughts on the comment section. Then maybe we can try to unpack that together.
Thank you so much for that. And to those who'll be listening or who are listening as well, have tuned in, we know it's a busy time. There's still slots if you want to come and join the conversation. So this one is about you sharing your wisdom, because at times your wisdom, some people they don't have the opportunity to put it in books. They don't have the opportunity just to chat, and you might be chatting to a small group. This gives you opportunity to reach out to more people so that your message can be heard. And you might also get opportunities by just showing up. It's about showing up, which is something I know when people have gone through so much, they're so scared to show up and share their
Yeah.
stories. And your story is valid. It is your pain, and someone might be going through that same pain, but they don't have any alternatives. And I trust with join the conversation is bringing you that alternatives that people have done. And just look at the young Nonhle. She has done so much. I know at times she's so hard on herself, but she's achieved so much. And we are grateful for that. And for you to even tap to agriculture, it's so amazing. And I trust those who are listening are inspired that it can be done, and she's evolving. Next year we might be hearing her doing something else, which shows us that you have to continue evolving and also creating different streams of income, because at the moment the market, the world, the economy is not looking good. So don't be just
Yeah.
fixated on what you're doing.
Yeah. I think I forgot to mention where they can find us. They can find us on Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn at Fortunate Organization, in Facebook as well at Fortunate Organization. Um, I'm not okay. Yeah, I'm not sure if I should also mention my personal, but if you want to keep in touch with me, just also please follow me on your LinkedIn, all social media platform at N Miss Ngubane. Sorry, at Miss Ngubane. Um, on LinkedIn, I'm Nonhle Ngubane. Yeah. Thank you so
Okay.
much for having me.
Thank you so much. And to those who would like to also be part of this, so you can send me a message wherever you're tuning in, then we can arrange so that you can have time. Also, this weekend, we're also having conversations this weekend. So do tune in. There's another one this evening as well at 6 p.m. So it's a busy day. And thank you for availing yourself. And thank you, Nonhle, for for just sharing who you are and sharing your story. Yeah, it's so amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Okay, we say bye to everyone. So enjoy your lovely day and have an awesome week to everyone who might be listening to this at a later time. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.